And welcome to another Sunday night here with How We Cruise. The countdown timer was a little bit off, so we're still counting
We're
over
still
here.
talking about what we're talking about.
We're like,
Guys,
oh, hey,
happy
there's
Sunday.
everybody.
Yay. There you go. I know.
What's
It's
going
so
on?
fun.
What's happening? It is another Sunday night. If it's your first time here, welcome in. I am Brian. This is Julie, and we are How We Cruise. And we do this every Sunday night where we talk to you about things going on in travel and cruising and little travel tips. And
It's been a couple weeks, though. We were not on last week.
No,
So
we were not.
we missed you guys. It actually feels like it's been a really long time. It's only been 1 week, but it feels like it's been a really long time.
Last week we were in the wonderful cruise port of Chicago. Well, they had a pier. There was some fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
There were boats.
Chicago was awesome. It's our first time that we were over there. I mean, other than being like in a layover at the airport, but it was our first time actually visiting Chicago. It was nice.
That was my first time in Chicago outside of O'Hare.
Yeah, mine too.
So, what did you think of Chicago?
I loved it.
My favorite part's O'Hare
Um,
because it takes me somewhere else.
it's a nice city. It was really cool to experience like just the city, the culture. Definitely different than New York. I mean, nothing like New York.
No.
Nothing like Miami. Nothing like LA.
It was cooler than Miami.
Nothing like anything down in Texas. I mean,
it was cooler than
we could
Texas.
talk about all the corners of the country, and Chicago's definitely its own.
So we were there. Usually we travel for fun, for cruises. For this time, we got to travel for one of our oldest son, Brian, was in a competition, a trivia competition, and
we got to go to Chicago for the best of reasons too. So that was really cool.
So yeah, that was fun. So, but we were not the only ones. We got the tour. They had all these kids tour Chicago, and there was like a music festival going on, and it was just it was the wrong mix. It was no,
it was awesome. Brian did really good in the competition, though, guys. Holy cow! Like, how cool is that? 400 kids nationally in middle school. It was 6th, 7th, and 8th grade competing for the Great History Challenge. And these kids blew me away. Their brains are just on another level. Like, and I can't touch it. You can't touch it, and you're very, very smart. It was really fun. It was really fun to watch them.
A weekend of Trivia Pursuit on steroids. It was, and like all the kids had all the answers already.
Yeah. So before we logged on, we were arguing and debating about something, and hey, I was right.
I want to know where they all are.
Well,
I don't know
we'll talk about it tonight.
Tonight.
So good to see you guys tonight. Thank you for joining in. Let's see who we got, because I started in the chat and then I got out. We got Shayna. I let you do the shout out.
No, because I do it from here. Because then if you see something you like, I can click on it.
Well, yeah, but let's say those.
So that's what I'm doing. The things that go into the preparations for these things. I mean, we always make sure that, we're not like wearing like schleppy clothes. We try to look a little nice. All the stuff that was stacked up on this dresser a couple minutes ago is all pushed off to the sides.
No, guys, I'm going to keep it real. It was like 3 minutes, not even 3 minutes. It was like a minute and a half before we came on. And he's like, "You're wearing that?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
He goes, "You put on perfume.
They can't.
They can't smell you, but they can see you, right?" And I'm like, so, guys, you know what? It is what it is. I changed for you. I love you.
But I also love everybody else who's here. So Cruise Nuts is here. Hello. Nice to see you guys. Mom's here. Good to see you. Hello. Lee's here. Hello, Alice. Nice to see you. Julie Amos joining us from the West Coast. How are you? Good to see you. Shane is here, leaving in not very long to head up to Canada. So Chris, good talking to you today. That expression needs to be on a shirt. Chris, we've had, between us, we've had some really great shirt ideas that just have not made it to the merch store.
It will.
So
I know. It needs to be next on our list.
Keep checking that merch link on the website, and one day you're going to be surprised, and something fun's going to be there. It's not going to be tomorrow. Probably won't be the day after that, but one day there's going to be some stuff in that merch store. There is. Let's see.
Those are invisible kicks, guys, just so you know.
The Nautical Hippo is here. Nautical Hippo here says they booked Utopia for October of 25 and can't wait. Really want to try the Railroad Restaurant. Well, we're going to talk about that a little bit tonight. We're going to talk about it.
Can't wait to talk about it. I'm so excited.
I was going over deck plans. It's down on deck 4 where Izumi used to be. So things are moving around on these ships. They're kind of just using the same spaces and plugging different stuff into.
So excited for that restaurant. And you know what? I'm gonna make like not a premonition. I'm gonna make a
premonition.
It's like I'm gonna make a prediction. I have a premonition to make a prediction. I think that restaurant is gonna start out super expensive because right now it's almost on par with the Supper Club. Mm-hmm. On Icon, which is like $200 a person. I think that that's going to be a really cool restaurant to go to, but I think that they're going to lower the price. I think it's going to be like the what do they call the thing that they go out on the Icon? It was like
Crown's Edge.
Yeah, the Crown's Edge. And it started at like $89, $90.
They don't serve a meal on Crown's Edge.
No, but it started. It started out at like $90.
Imagine that, like going out over the side of the ship eating a hot dog.
Shrimp cocktail. No, it started out like $90 a person, and now it's like $25 to $30 a person, right? I think that the railroad experience is going to be similar to that. I think it's going to start out super expensive. I think you're going to see the price drop. I think it's going to be super cool. I think it's going to be really fun. I think people are going to love it. I think the food's going to be delicious. But I don't know that it's worth what the initial price tag is.
Well, we'll see.
But I don't know. We haven't been on it.
But it's going to be 43 days until we board Utopia of the Seas. So we'll give you. So tonight we're going to talk about. We'll be able to tell you. We're going to talk about the things that we're looking for. We want to know from you what you want to hear from us, what you want to see from us, and then we're going to plan out when we're going to live stream, what we're going to vlog, what we're going to bring to you, because we want to see. They're short cruises. If this is the big weekend,
3 and 4 days, yeah.
So it's an Oasis class ship. It's not a lot of time to be on an Oasis class
ship. Like we know Oasis class ships really well, and I can do an Oasis class comfortably in 7 days. But that's because I know where I want to go, what I want to do, and what I don't mind missing. It's tough to get everything in, especially if it's a new ship to you, in a 7-day cruise. I mean, it's a big ship with a lot to offer. So to think that they're doing Oasis class ships for this big weekend extravaganza kind of thing, you're definitely missing stuff. And people have, there's this general thought that I've seen out there where people are like, it's because they want you to book a back-to-back. I don't argue that point, but I don't think that's what they're going for here. I think they literally think they really want you to just go have a great weekend, to be able to go for a short vacation, get out there, and be able to experience the grandeur of what these mega ships have to offer.
There's a lot of these cruises there that are taking these shorter itineraries now, and you almost wonder if it's because pricing is going up so much. Instead of cruise lines offering a lower price, what they're doing is they're just shortening the cruise and giving you a kind of a higher price, but it totals less and people can actually afford it. They're just getting less days on vacation.
I think that they want to give people the opportunity to experience these mega ships and the grandeur of what they have to offer, and not have to pay the exorbitant price tag that comes with it. So you get the experience, you just don't get to stay as long.
Well, we got a few more people to say hello to. Sean has joined us, even still bragging about his victory yesterday. So hockey in Florida. Let's see.
That was rough.
Will G is driving and listening. Hello, Will. Nice
Thanks
to
for
see
listening.
you. Let's
Happy
see.
to have you here.
Matt is here. Hello, Matt. How are you? Good to see you, sir. Why am I highlighting things? I don't know why that's happening. Let's see.
Just click off and then click back on it because it keeps it. It's like highlighting
before. Shug in the house. Good to see you, sir. Going on celebrity reflection. 39 years together.
Oh, congratulations.
You were thinking wonderful things. So happy anniversary to you. Enjoy that celebrity reflection.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Let's see.
39 years is definitely something to celebrate.
Let's see. Sugars here says longer time on a cruise would be better on a big cruise ship. Absolutely. These big ships, and that's kind of what we wanted to talk about a little bit with all the new things that are on Utopia. A lot of your returning favorites. Tony Diaz is here. Hello, Tony. Nice to see you. Talking some of your favorite classic ships.
Tony, are you home from both of all your cruises? Because you were on Symphony, you were on the President's Cruise. I think you're home now, right?
I hope you had a great time.
I can't keep track of myself, so you should be impressed that I can kind of keep track of some of you guys.
I can make you a spreadsheet. Let's see. Tony says 20 days until the President's Cruise.
Oh, okay.
So he's home now.
Okay.
So
I don't know why they're closer.
Symphony has been going out of Bayonne recently. It's going to be here all summer. We've just had other clients come off of Symphony. Great ship. Love to see that it's up in the Northeast. But we're talking Oasis class ships tonight. We're talking Utopia. We were going to talk a little bit about. So you guys aren't going to believe this. Julie posted 2 videos this week.
Yeah. I didn't know where you were going.
So if you haven't seen them yet, there's something wrong with your notification bell, and you might want to.
Guys, I'm cracking down. I was working really hard to get you guys out videos. We posted 2 videos. We posted our St. Thomas excursion day. Huge shout out, great big thank you to Greg and Lori, our friends out in St. Thomas who were able to take us out. So that was not an excursion that we planned with the ship. It wasn't even an excursion that we planned off the ship. We were with friends. But my goodness, we had a great time. They were really able to show us some awesome stuff. Lots of fun. And I think that the video, I'm really happy with the way that it came out. You could really see what we did that day, and it was a lot of fun.
Well, it looks like somebody's got the notification bell on because Amanda says, hi from Massachusetts. Or hi from Ma. Well, if it's from Ma, hi Ma. But I'm assuming it's Massachusetts. So love the new videos this week. So somebody did see that.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Let's see.
Because we fell behind a bit, and I'm back on track. I'm gonna get them out. I'm pumping them out. I actually have one halfway done that was from Anthem. That's gotta be out. That's gonna be the next one out. And then we're gonna be back on track. I'm so backlogged, but. We'll get them out.
She says Massachusetts. Well, hi to Ma anyway. Chris says you're saying there isn't a spreadsheet already. If I made a spreadsheet of all of y'all's cruises, keep track of who was where. Actually, I kind of like that idea.
He has a spreadsheet for everything.
I do.
Everything.
But there's reasons for that.
So
miss things.
It was good to talk to you today, Chris. We got to say hi.
Hey, y'all on deck with TV's here. Hey,
on deck with TV, guys. I know that they watched our video. They dropped us a nice comment. So thank you, guys.
Thank you.
You guys see me grimacing a little bit. Like I had an incident yesterday, and
Julie went down on the Lido deck.
I did. I went down on the Lido deck. So
wasn't even a sail away party.
Sporting some tingling toes and a hurting ankle.
This is karma. You try to push a little kid into a pool. This is what happens.
He's not a little kid. He's my nephew. I'm allowed to push my nephew in. I'm not allowed to push him into the pool, especially when he stands on the edge teetering for like 5 minutes. I love you, Charlie. I'm going to push you in. Yeah. And guess what happened? I took a
karma
spill,
happened.
And I have a fat whack-a-mole ankle. And, ooh. I'm good.
Well, all right. Well, hey, can you get through it tonight? Do you think we can? Can we tough it out?
I can tough it out.
Good.
I'm good.
Good. Okay. Well, Daniel, you made it here just in time. Hello, how are you? We're about to start talking about our Utopia of the Seas and our trip in 43 days. And Julie, what is it that you're most excited for on Utopia of the Seas? Because there are some returning favorites.
Yep.
There's some new stuff. And well, you know what we could do tonight too?
Don't switch it up on me
No,
now.
I'm not going to switch it up, but I want to give an incentive to everybody who's here.
Okay.
I shared a link earlier for some discounts.
We did.
And we can put that in the chat.
Because we actually took advantage of it already. We used it as well.
Yeah, we can put that in the chat later. So
yeah, we do. Have a
stick around. Don't go too far. You might save some money.
Nice discount for you guys.
But before we get to that, what is it that you do in Utopia?
A couple things. So I think, first of all, I love Oasis class ships. We haven't been on Wonder yet, and Wonder is the newest, up to now, the newest Oasis class ship. So I look forward to seeing the changes that they've made in the same style of ship, right? It still has the boardwalk. It still has Central Park. It has all the classic things that Oasis class ships have to offer. I'm really looking forward to seeing just how that they've revamped and refreshed it. We haven't been to a mason jar yet, so I'm looking forward to the mason jar.
Mason Jar is a southern themed restaurant that was first put on Wonder of the Seas. They're bringing it back for Utopia.
Oh.
It's an upcharge restaurant, so it is specialty dining. It has some
mixed reviews.
It does. But how can you say no to biscuits and country music?
I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I'm looking forward to experiencing it. The other thing that I'm looking forward to, so I mean, just that in general, getting that new fresh
cruise ship smell.
That new cruise ship smell. But I'm also looking forward to, I feel like we were on Icon, I feel like what I've been watching with Utopia, there's a lot of crossover. I feel like, I mean, which is to be expected. They're working on new ships, new stuff coming out. Of course, you're going to see some of that like crossover. I'm looking forward to seeing how many elements are similar on Utopia to Icon that are not Oasis class ship things, not Icon things, just Royal Caribbean things that they've kind of freshened up a little bit and we're excited to see. And I can't even put my finger on it yet, so stay tuned. But I definitely feel that vibe. I'm super looking forward to the pesky parrot. Oh my goodness, that looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
So pesky parrot, for those of you who have been on an Oasis class ship before or a Quantum class,
yes,
one of the cool little features that Royal Caribbean came up with was a robot bartender in the Bionic bar.
Okay, yeah. That was new to Oasis class ships back on.
You kind of saw, if you've been on an Oasis class ship recently.
I'm not a lover.
That's the thing. Not a lot of people are.
Yeah.
It's kind of lost its little,
Icon got rid of it. Icon uses the robots, but in a different way. Yeah. You got to think that they have a patent on them or something, but the robots that were in the Bionic bar are now in the Aqua show.
Yeah. They got reassigned. But for Utopia of the Seas, they've decided to get rid of those robots altogether. And instead of the Bionic bar, they put in a tiki bar. They called it the Pesky Parrot and rethemed it. It's in the same spot. So if you're familiar with an Oasis class ship,
is it in the same spot?
It's in the exact same spot as where the Bionic.
You've done more research than I have.
That's cheap.
I'm not surprised. But yeah, it sounds like the bartenders too are going to be very like flair. It sounds like it's going to be like a very upbeat kind of place. It's going to be a very fun, fast-paced kind of environment.
Here's what I'm kind of noticing.
Which the Bionic bar is not, by the way.
I'm kind of noticing that all these lines, Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Norwegian, with their new ships, everybody seems to be kind of taking a little piece of what everybody else is doing, right?
Of course.
And they're taking what's successful and they're making it work. So if you've been on a Carnival ship recently, what's one of the more popular bars that you go to?
On Carnival?
The Red Bar.
Red Frog, sure.
The tiki bar.
Oh,
So
yeah,
we
okay.
have a tiki bar.
I was going to
So
go with the
now-
alchemy bar, or whatever, but yeah. Sure.
So Tony says that there is a tiki bar like on Navigator. That's right. There is a tiki bar on Navigator. So they're taking that concept and they're putting it down on deck 5, right in the middle of the promenade, right across from one of my favorites, the Bell and Barley, which is your English pub. So they're keeping the English pub.
I love that there's an English pub on all of the Royal Caribbean ships. We love the pub. I love whoever the guitarist is. I love listening to that music. I just love the vibe. Whether we're sailing together as just me and you, whether we're sailing together as a family with the kids, or whether I'm off doing some other work that I do, I gravitate to the pub.
Love
just to
the
listen
pub.
to music.
Well, we've also got, so we have both fields with us. Nancy has joined us. Hello, Nancy. How are
Hey,
you?
guys.
Good to see you. Amanda has a question. She says, isn't Utopia doing the food truck snack bar? That looked pretty cool. Yes, in fact, they are. So again, one of the things out of the crossovers, right? We saw it on Icon where they moved a Loco Fresh a little bit closer to the pools.
Now, let's be
They
fair.
moved the Aquadome Market.
Don't give credit to Icon for that. That is
No,
a Carnival
That
thing.
is a Carnival thing.
This
100%.
is totally a Carnival thing, and we love that about Carnival. I love the setup that they food, and they did do the street eats on the celebration and the Mardi Gras and the Jubilee, which is fantastic. It's totally a hit, and definitely Royal Caribbean is modeling after that. And they definitely did it on Icon, and Utopia is doing the same thing.
So if you look at the pool deck on Utopia, very much looks like an Oasis class ship. Obviously, it's an Oasis class ship, but it looks like they kind of flip some stuff around a little bit because when you come down off of the Perfect Storm water slides, you're right by the splash pad area, as opposed to by the main pool like it would be. So they kind of switched them, and over by where that main pool and sports pool are is where they put the spare tire food truck. And that spare tire food truck is going to have your options there to get some food up at the pool while you're enjoying that pool area.
So what's interesting is Carnival, their street eats, they would have like a different food each day. They'd have like a food of the day, if you remember. Like it would be like it was this type of dumpling on this day, and it was that type of dumpling on the other day.
Oh, I see what you mean. It was still a dumpling. It was still the fries.
They had their 3 or 4 different venues that were there, but there was a different flavor each day. Icon, when they had the Aqua Dome Market, or the Aqua Market, whatever they called it.
Aqua Dome Market, yeah.
Yes. They had the exact same foods every day. I definitely had my favorites over at the noodle bar. It was ginger. That was my favorite, and loved it. They had like a beef meal that I absolutely loved. The kids liked mac and cheese, but everything was good there. But they had the exact same thing every day. So I wonder if Utopia is going to be the same. I wonder if they'll have the same thing every day, or if they'll kind of like rotate out some different flavors.
I don't know.
We'll have to let you know. Something to think about.
See on that. So.
I'm going to guess they're going to have the same thing every day. I'm going to go with usually. I thought I was getting a kick count. No, he hates when I put my arm up here like this. He hates when I lean on him like this. This is uncomfortable.
My personal space.
Gosh, guys. I'm only like dealing with like a broken ankle here. It's not broken.
Is your shoulder broken?
Stop. I am gonna prop it up on the foot.
Yeah.
No.
You had ice.
No, I had ice on it.
So all right. So so we got a bunch of new things on Icon. We got a tiki bar. We got a food truck. We got a mason jar, which Tony's comment before said that the brunch is pretty good. So I did notice that the brunch is cheaper than the lunch. So looks like brunch for this guy. But we'll make sure we check that out. So we're going to be on Utopia for the preview sailing, and then we're also going to be on Utopia for the new inaugural sailing.
The first inaugural, which isn't the first inaugural, it's actually the second, but it's happening before the first inaugural, if that makes sense.
It makes no sense whatsoever, and all that makes sense is that they put it out there and people booked it because they wanted to make money.
I'm excited. I'm excited for it. We are doing like a back-to-back, so it's nice that we'll get to experience Utopia because it is such a short sailing. we will be able to see it for a double.
Shayna says Julie just wants to be close to you.
That's right, Shayna. I do want to
Well,
be close to you.
and if you'd like to be close to us also, what you can do is you can book Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas, November 3rd, 2024 in Fort Lauderdale. And then you too can sit next to me and put your arm all over me.
So you're saying I can come back?
No. We'll be going from Fort Lauderdale. We're going to be heading down to Grand Cayman, Falmouth, Jamaica, and Labadee, Haiti? Probably not. I don't think things are going to be cleared up by November down in Haiti, so we'll probably be going somewhere else. We posted in a couple groups today.
Guys, we don't know for sure. Right now, it's still on the schedule that we're going to Labadee, but we're planning for that maybe not to happen.
Royal just announced. They just announced the.
You know, I want the best for everything. I would love to be able to visit there. I don't want to visit there if it's not safe, obviously. I want it to be safe because I want the best for Haiti as well. So, all kinds of thoughts and feelings.
Yes, but Royal just said that through September they're not going to be going to Labadee.
Yep.
So that's still a full month away from when we're going. So I'm certain things will be fine by then. I don't think we're going to Labadee. But we have a backup plan. We always have a backup plan. Have a backup plan for your backup plan.
One of my favorite things to do for a group cruise is the planning, and we're starting to get, guys, I know, especially everybody that's coming with us, because everybody gets really, like, everybody wants to know too, like they're all itching also, but one of my favorite things to do is like the planning. So now we're in those stages of really like really buckle down and plan the excursions we're going to do, the events we're going to do, design the t-shirts in the works, like our you know, our logos in the works, all that kind of stuff.
Sugar says a granddaughter say to her sister, "You in my bubble, you in my bubble, get in my bubble."
I say this to the kids though too all the time. I always tell the kids, I'm like, "Dude, give me space." So
friends, they called it the OG original. So actually, if you go again, see that's second
the
reference.
OG
second reference.
Inaugural. You said original.
Oh, I can't read. It's the glasses. It's I can't. No, but that's the second merch store reference tonight. The OG. So if you want to go to the merch store, you can purchase the OG How We Cruise T-shirt. It's the only thing up there that I think is actually working properly. So go ahead and grab that one for. I don't think it's marked up. I think it's set at no.
Yep. Anyway,
it's a reasonable price. Let's see. Together We Travel has joined us. Hello, how are you guys? Nice to see you. You're just in time for the second half of the show.
It's weird because I can't read without these, but then I put them on and I don't like the way that I see everything else. So.
They say cool. We might be on Freedom soon. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping you mean soon as in November 3rd.
I'm excited. I love that ship. Like I love that layout.
I do too. Like I still say Oasis is my favorite class of ships.
Fun.
Mosquito. Oasis is still my favorite class of ships, but I do love those Freedom class. They said sooner on board, buy a next cruise certificate and come with us in November. That's the beauty of it. But let's see. So. Totally lost my train of thought. What do you guys want to talk about? So
can we talk about the railway station, the Utopia railway?
You're really big, huh?
I'm excited for it. I think it looks really cool.
I don't know. I don't know.
So the ship has started its test sailings. The ship is on the water. Mm-hmm. So the ship's out there. I heard that there was some like marketing or some tests, not stuff, but not on the ship, like on land, where they did some test runs of this rail station thing or restaurant, and saw the sample menu. It's very themed, so it's like with like the Wild West, and it was very barbecue-esque. I'm wondering if the menu is it the experience that you're paying for or the menu? Because it doesn't seem like the menu is what the price tag has to offer.
That's kind of what I'm talking about. Like,
to silence my phone, guys.
We've done Chef's Table before, and I'm not a super huge foodie, but Chef's Table was an awesome experience, and we paid a pretty good penny for that, and I think it was worth it. I really enjoyed it.
We just had friends that came home from a cruise just this past week. Their 13-year-old daughter, I said, what was your favorite thing on that ship? They were on Symphony. What was your favorite thing that you guys did? And she said the Chef's Table.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's good.
She's like, oh, man, the Chef's Table was awesome. I loved it. I was like, that's really cool.
So,
love it. Love my foodies.
Here's what I want to know from you guys. So, when you're on your cruise, do you prefer to sit down and have a nice dinner experience? Do you prefer your main dining rooms? Do you prefer your specialty dinings? Or do you feel like they're just starting to take too long? We were talking to some people today, and that dining experience has just been dragging out and getting longer and longer. And we have friends on an MSC ship right now that just said they spent an hour and 45 minutes in the main dining room.
That's typical for us with 3 kids. I mean, it always takes us longer.
Of my day. I love that main dining room experience. I love that sit down experience. But let me know.
I want to sit down. What do you think? To me, I'm on vacation. As a mom who's always cooking dinner for a family of 5, I really like to be served every night. Like, I like to go into a restaurant, sit down, and know that somebody's going to come, take my order, bring me my food, clear my plate. And to me, that's an experience in itself. I don't like it taking forever, but I accept that as a family of 5 with, we have 3 kids, that I know it's going to take a little longer for them to prepare our meals and bring all of it out to us at the same time. So I think that there's a good, healthy mix. Like, you don't have to do main dining room every night, but it's definitely nice to do it a good portion of the time. I love the buffet for what the buffet is. Like, I don't want to go to the buffet every night. That's not what I want to do. The food's great. There's nothing.
Shayna says it depends on the cruise. We've had servers to get us out quickly, but others not so much. And I don't know if it's necessarily the servers or just the whole experience. It's just it feels. When we go out to dinner as a family around here, you're committing an hour to an hour and a half to that experience. So I'm not complaining about the speed of the main dining room. I'm just saying that with all the things there are to do on ships now, the shows,
I don't want to miss a show. That's for me.
The everything, the all experiences. I just to dedicate that much of my time, especially since we're talking about Utopia tonight, which is a 3-night cruise.
We can do this on land, but I don't know that you really of any ship that's doing it on water. It'd be nice to mix the entertainment and the dinner experience together, wouldn't it? To be able to go and sit and have your dinner while you're watching a show.
Empire Supper Club.
Sure, but it's just music. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong.
What kind of entertainment are you looking for? You want elephants swinging from the ceiling or something?
That would be really cool. No, I mean, watch a show. I mean, think about it. Like, think about some of the different shows that we've seen on all kinds of ships, and I'm talking all lines. That could be
Daniel says they did Princess 360 and loved it. Mom says we love both. When alone, we like my husband and I like to take the family and kids. We like to get rid of them as fast as we can. Oh, I'm sorry. When the kids get to the fun, specialty dining is good. Buffet for lunch or snacks. And Sugar had a good comment too. Where'd that go? Sorry.
I'm just trying to.
Let's see. On deck says I don't like eating in the dark. Where'd it go? Sugar had a really good comment. Where'd it go? There it is. I like specialty dining. You just tell your waiter to let them know you have a show, and they will get you out of there early. And
they always do that.
If you let them know you got somewhere to be, they're always very good about getting you.
I'm not gonna call out any lines, but I know there's one line that's better at that than another, because I know there's one line that we go on there where they ask if you have a show, and we still get out on time. Right.
Are you guys trying to get to the show tonight? Yeah, we are, because you ain't gonna get there.
No, they do. They work their darndest. Does anybody prefer like room service? Because I know that's not how we cruise. But there's a lot of people out there that really do. They like to just order room service and eat out on their balcony, eat in the room and watch a movie. There's a lot of people that do that.
Let's see. Let's see. Jamie has joined us. He says he's just here for the pool chat. Did we cover proper pools yet? Yes, we did.
We were swimming today. Actually, that's why my hair is like a complete mess.
The only thing we talked about pools is the argument over how many pools are actually on Utopia. Julie says there's actually going to be 10. I didn't think there was going to be that many.
10 pools on Utopia, and that's more pools than are on Icon.
I'm going to have to check a deck plan on that one. I'm not certain about that. I don't know if they're counting a bathtub and a suite as a pool. Maybe I don't know. We're going to have to.
I am telling you right now, Icon has 7 pools. They have the Cove. They have Royal Bay.
So you're saying Utopia's got more pools than Icon?
That is the research. I have not been on Utopia yet, but that is the research I have done.
All right. Well, hey, I do have a complaint about Utopia. Already, I have a complaint.
You haven't even been on Utopia yet.
Well, my complaint is the itinerary. Every Utopia itinerary.
That's what they want it to be.
Follow me with this for a minute before you get all angry. I'm getting to something. I'm going somewhere with this. Trust me. Okay.
If you know, you know.
It's going to Coco Cay, which everybody wants to go to Coco Cay. But it's also going to Nassau.
Yeah.
And, I really, really wanted to use my new link from Viator with my discount code.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be able to really use that because we're only going to Coco Cay and Nassau. So what I wanted to do.
Why can't we use it in Nassau?
Well, we could. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to give you guys right now the Viator code. So if you head off to Viator, you can use this to book excursions for use, whether you're booked with us or not. If you're not booked with us, you really need to reconsider your life decisions and start booking with us. But if you're not, you can still use this link. And they have a discount code right now if you go to Viator, and I'll just type it right in the chat. So you can use this discount code to get $50 off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
match it with the link.
Yep, match it with the link. So if you use the link, use the discount code. Ooh, and we froze, I think. Are we glitching a little bit? Is our internet? Are we back? Are we live?
It's karma, because you were picking on me.
I was trying to save the people some money. That's what I was trying to do.
Then you should have done that without picking on me.
Let's see. So
no, we actually already took advantage of this today, and booked a nice excursion for a cruise that we have coming up. So if you guys want to check out Viator and find something, and
the nice part is it's very similar to a lot of the other excursion sites, Shore Excursioneer. Shore Excursions Group, Viator.
What's nice too is they know that you're coming in from a cruise ship, and they know that they have to get you back on time. So although it's not the same guarantee as booking through the ship and getting you, and the ship knows that you have to be back on time.
But they don't want to be stuck with you.
They don't want that to happen to you. They don't want that bad rap. So you're good.
So use that.
We recommend them.
Hopefully we save you a couple bucks. So let's see.
Sorry.
You good?
It's really hard to get comfortable.
So, but let's go back to. So that was my complaint about Utopia, just to get us to the link I promised to share. I had to find a way to get there.
What are you looking most forward to, Utopia?
Oh, I don't know.
You started out by asking me that, but I never returned the question.
I think just some of the new venues that we haven't been to yet. I want to see.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to try the Spare Tire. I want to try the Pesky Parrot. I don't know.
Of all the new venues, the Pesky Parrot, definitely I'm looking forward to.
I don't know if I'm looking forward to that rail car as much as you are.
I am.
It's just, I don't know if it's my style.
I definitely wouldn't pay for the price tag that they have now with the 3 kids. But since it's just going to be me and you, I'd really like to experience it. So we'll have to talk about it more. We'll have to see what happens, especially when the sailings that we're on, if what we can do. But
yeah. So I mean, there are a few changes to Utopia. I mean, there is only one flow rider. A lot of the other Oasis class ships have 2 flow riders.
I think they don't need to. The other thing that I think a lot of and I don't know if Utopia has 2 of these or 1, but a lot of the Oasis class ships have 2 rock climbing walls.
There are two rock climbing walls.
I don't know why they're putting 2 rock climbing walls. Like, no, and one of them is always closed. So why do they even have 2? I've never seen both rock climbing walls open at the same time. Has anyone in the chat ever seen both rock climbing walls open at the same time?
Well, we have a room very close to those rock climbing walls on Utopia to see, so we'll be able to sneak out and try them at night or something like that.
You know what else I'm looking forward to? Too?
What are you looking for?
To see because the Aqua show is different on each of the Oasis class ships. So we were just talking how Symphony has Hero, and I haven't seen that one yet, and it looks amazing. I've seen little clips of other people's shows. I can't wait to see the Aqua show, what it's going to be, how it's going to be different, because it's the best show at sea, guys. There's like nothing that beats an Aqua show. I just think it's
except Starburst Elemental on Icon. Remember?
Yes, that was amazing. And I will give it to Carnival, where they had in
the most amazing circus.
Yes, that was absolutely amazing as well. So I mean, these shows are definitely stepping up, guys. They're all taking it to the next level.
Yeah. The entertainment is definitely stepping up. I mean, I'm anxious to see who's going to be in the Schooner Bar. I'm anxious to see who's going to be in the pub. Will we get Kevin in the pub? Hope so. We'll see. You know, you never know. Are we going to get all? Are we going to get all the top staff that went on Utopia coming over?
Oh, I was just watching Jordan, ice skater.
Jordan Bath will be there.
She's going to be on Utopia, starting off the ice skating show, and was talking a little bit in one of her recent vlogs about the length of contracts and stuff. So she's going to be on, I think she said, for about 7 months, which she feels like it's a really, really good length of contract. But guys, if you don't follow any of the crew that are on these ships, it's really fun to watch them and then get to go and meet them. And they're all one of them just posted our little Kevy. He's at 9 years old, couldn't wait to meet Chris Wong. I say this with a chuckle because he's the casino. He's the assistant host in the casino. Mm-hmm. A 9-year-old doesn't go to the casino, right? But like, just because he sees them on YouTube, he thought it was so cool. He couldn't wait. So it's really fun to be able to share that with the kids.
We were hoping he was going to give him some like casino credits. We were going to let him
at 9 years
let
old.
Let him roll some dice or something like that. But that didn't really work out the way we.
No, well, we went down.
We were hoping for some good pictures, but.
We got pictures. We went down and saw him the night before, and I mentioned before I even brought Kevin down. I mentioned to him. We said, you know, and it was we introduced ourselves. We said it was nice to meet him. We had to explain or exchange pleasantries, and I said, you know, my 9-year-old son, my son, really wants to meet you, and he said, oh yes, you can bring him down here. He gave us permission.
Yeah.
So we didn't just bring the kid down to the casino. We were allowed to, and they said it was okay.
But anyway, so I'm very excited for the next new big ship. I'm very excited for, we just got off Icon not long ago. The vlogs are going up. A lot of new things happening. A lot of new technology. The internet's better. Starlink is on all the ships now. I mean, we're seeing. We're seeing this across. We're seeing all the new ships just stepping up the game. The entertainment, the technology. The apps are getting better. The experiences are getting better. I said it when we were on Icon. I felt like when we were on Icon, I almost felt like Royal Caribbean read the comment cards and took into account everybody's complaints and said, okay, we got to fix this. And that was kind of like what Icon was. And I'm excited to see
that way.
If it comes to be the same on Utopia. I'm
super excited to see, like I said, the crossover between Utopia and Icon. You have 2 different classes of ship, because I don't think there's a ton of crossover other than brand wise. I mean, obviously the brand is the brand between the Quantum class ships and the Oasis class ships. I feel like they're very unique in their own. Everything from like the solariums to just the layout of the ship, and the Freedom class ships. Like, I do. I feel like they're very different, all in their own right.
Well, I did have one comment about.
a lot of crossover between this Oasis class and. So I'm excited for that. I'm really excited for.
Yeah, a few people joining us. Carnival Cruise Addict says, better late than never. Absolutely. Thanks for stopping in. Nice to see you. I think it's better on ships than it is in my house. You're using Starlink at home. Oof. We I thought about it for the house here.
We've looked.
And watching all the times that we're kind of glitching here, and watching all the times that I'm seeing us on YouTube kind of stall out, and wondering if maybe we should go to Starlink. It's going to cost a pretty penny here, but
we don't have good options out here.
Not sure if that's.
You'd think New Jersey would be a little bit more on the ball, but
yeah, but all the new stuff on all these ships is all looking good. I'm excited for all this stuff. Excited to see the changes. Excited to see the new things that are out there. But looking forward to seeing some of the. And one of the things that I wanted to point out about Utopia is where Adventure Ocean is on Utopia. So again, we travel with the 3 kids, not on this specific trip that we're going 43 days, but Adventure Ocean is directly below the solarium. So if you want to go to the solarium, you go to the solarium, drop the kids off downstairs, you walk right upstairs, and boom, you're in the solarium. So I thought it was a good location. I think that's moved a little bit differently from where it was on the other Oasis class ships. I'm not 100% sure of that, but looking forward to some of the good technology and some of the new stuff there. I had some notes there. Let's see. Oh, I know what you're looking forward to.
What?
Izumi in the park.
Oh, I love that on Icon. Yeah, I love Izumi in the because I love sushi, but I'm the only one in the family, so I typically don't get to get it. But now that they have these like walk-up windows and go and grab a sushi to go, I absolutely love that. Because I remember I think it was Oasis of the Seas. And one day I was just like really craving sushi, and I tried to go down and get some to go, and you can't do it on those ships. Like they don't have the option. Like you either purchase the lunch or you don't. And I'm like, I'll purchase the lunch. I don't even need a table. I just literally wanted to wrap it up to go. Can't do it. But with Izumi in the park, I love that.
So you'll have yours now.
Not for me because I don't need a ton. Like I just want a couple pieces of like sashimi, and I'm happy.
There is one Royal Caribbean favorite that has left Utopia, and that is Vintages. There is no more Vintages, but there is Giovanni's, which takes the place of Wonderland.
And I'm a little disappointed in that because I absolutely really enjoy just the wine bar. And I know that Giovanni's has their version of the wine bar. It's a little bit more open and things, but.
Well, it's in the space where Wonderland was, so we're going to see how that works out. So, again, we've been talking a lot about Utopia tonight. We're going on the preview sailing in 43 days. We'll be on the new inaugural in 46 days. So we're looking forward to that. But we do have some other trips coming up. We told you about it before, so we'll just put it up there again. We do have some space left on the Freedom of the Seas group cruise. Now we have a rate held for that one for about another 28 days.
I was going to say like 3.5 weeks.
So if you're looking to get in on that one,
and we have a good sized group going now, so
now is the time. Let's get you booked. Let's get you registered. Let's get you.
While we still have those rates, let's go.
Because if you go on Royal Caribbean site and you look at the categories of rooms that we have held versus what their price is now, it's like almost double to not. So if you're considering that cruise, it's a great rate. You're coming with us. It's a fun time. And if you can't make that one, if you're saying, I can't do November, it just doesn't work, you got to come with us in July. We're partnering up with the Sharon and Sea Travel. We're doing 5 nights on the Carnival Sunrise out of Miami. We're going to Nassau. We're going to Half Moon Cay, and we're going to Grand Turk. And it's going to be a great time. Great people. It's a fun for all ages, friends and family group cruise. So we want everybody to come. Bring the kids. Bring grandma. Bring grandpa.
something for everybody. It's going to be a great time. That's a great ship. Love that ship too. And
we were very tactful in picking that group cruise. I mean, we spent a lot of time going over what would be the right ship, the right port, and finding just the right price point for a summer cruise. You know, you want to go on Icon of the Seas, you want to go on the Carnival Jubilee, you want to go on the Norwegian Aqua, and you want to try and do that in the middle of the summer. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's your cruise for the year. But
to
Carnival Sunrise,
to get on an awesome ship with awesome people, a great week, you know, it's a great time. So definitely consider booking that one. And let us know what you want to see on all these ships too. So what do you want us to bring you, either before these sailings or when we're on these sailings? What do you guys want to see? Because now is the time to let us know. I am on fire with my editing. So I promise, guys, I got more coming out. I got like two in like 2 weeks or less.
Jamie says the sunrise is going to be off the chisel.
It is so true.
So, Matt wants to know if we offer low interest loans for the November cruise. Yeah, sure. We'll figure something out. Give us a shout. We'll find a way to do it. Royal Caribbean does have flex pay.
They do have flex pay. Flex pay is actually really nice. And they've actually been talking about how they call it flex pay. Might not be the best term for it. But it is a way to guarantee that you're not going to miss your final payment, because nobody wants to miss that final payment, which is another nice reason to have a travel agent, because they're always on top of that. But you can spread it out. You can pay it over time. But November is a great rate. Mm-hmm. It's a really, really, really reasonable rate. So
I mean, literally, if you're looking for just an interior room, literally $1,200.
Yeah, $1,200
for 2 people.
That's everything except your gratuities. I mean, like,
it's about 13. It comes out to just over 13 with gratuities.
With gratuities, that's for an interior room. But even for a balcony, it's like $2,000 for 2 people. So if you have more than that, if you have 3, 4, 5 or more, we'll work it out and figure it out for you. But those 2 people, $1,200 for.
Julie says she cannot wait for Freedom of the Seas. I'm
having so much fun, like getting into the planning of it.
I know. I want those shirts.
I know. That's coming very soon, guys.
Lovey says Sunrise was his first ship when it was the Triumph. Julie was on the Triumph.
Me too. Well, it was my first, but yes, I loved when it was the Triumph. I was on that ship like 3 or 4 times.
Like, don't you want to see what she looks like now? I think you want to see what she looks like now. I think that's what you want to do. You want to.
I love the layout. I love the pool deck, how it's like tiered and staggered. Yeah. I mean, I love where everything is on that ship. It's for the Sunrise cruise. If you want to join us, reach out to Jamie and Sharon. Reach out to us. Doesn't matter who you reach out to. Just come with us. Whatever you can do to get on board that ship, even if you got to ride the anchor and just kind of tow on behind us, do whatever you got to do to get on that ship with us. Julie says, very sweet. 2 of my favorite channels together in one group cruise. What could go wrong? Oh, can't wait for July 25. Let's see. That is going to be so fun, and I cannot wait to see.
Jamie says, yes, you are crushing the vlogs, Julie, with 2 in 1 week.
Listen, I'm telling you.
Daniel says, big fan of the Triumph.
I still have a long way to go to catch up to Jamie and his output there, but I'm working on it.
Yeah. Well, let's get on the editor. Oh, that's you. Let's see. Daniel says, I've done those carnivals where they take the money in monthly payments. Very cool if you're booking way ahead. So same. So the Carnival, Royal Caribbean, they all offer the payment plans, so you can kind of spread things out a little bit.
It's really nice.
The final payment for November is due in August, so we can only spread it out a little bit. But we can still spread it out a little bit. But final payment for the July Sunrise cruise is still way off. So you have plenty of time for that one. So get that deposit down, get that room held, come with us. Enjoy.
Well, here's a good point too. Whether you take advantage of these types of flex pays or these pay overtime programs or not, you can still make payments along the way. you can, you don't have to pay in full right up front. I mean, unless you're within the 90 days, the 60 days, whatever days that you have to do. So, you can make big payments or small payments, and you can spread them out on your own too. So,
and if you use a good travel agent, you can just let them know when you want payments, keep your card on file, and they'll take care of it for you. Let's see. Jamie says he needs a payment plan for the casino. Will Jimmy be joining us on the next cruise, or will it be Jamie? I hope it's Jimmy. Let's see.
I think we'll see both.
Joey says, I have no final payments this month. Yay! Yay, I can make the car payment. Yay! Let's see. Oh, there we go. All right. So, 43 days till Utopia. 100 and I forgot to do the number for November.
I don't know.
How many days until freedom?
Oh,
How many days until freedom? How many days until freedom?
Well, here, hold on.
Where's Kevin Brubaker? He usually tells me how many days.
Who can Google it faster? How many days until no?
We have 154 days until the Freedom of the Seas group cruise. So we got some time, and then
181 days. Who wants to correct us? Oh, shoot. I put November 3rd and it auto-corrected November 30th. Darn it.
Oh, blame autocorrect. It's Apple.
154 days.
It's Apple's fault. We'll blame Apple. Oh, boy. All right, so hey.
We're this much fun all the time, guys.
There you go. So, hey, listen. So if you haven't booked, there's a lot of great jokes about how many days till freedom.
Before we came online, and you going, they can see you and they can't smell you, right?
Julie comes down with like a waft of perfume, like she's going to the junior prom or something.
I like to feel like I'm put together when I come live. So, I go and I get ready and I sit down and you're like, you're wearing that.
Matt says 12 days till Symphony. Wink, wink. Enjoy. You're going to have a blast going out of Bayonne. That's a great ship. It's a great itinerary. Have a blast coming down there. And don't forget to get your next cruise certificate while you're on board there, and then reach out to us and book one of those cruises. So, thanks for joining us tonight, guys. We love talking about Utopia. We love talking about these new ships, all the new technology coming out, all the new things that we're going to do. Let us know. Head over to the community group. Let us know what you want to see from Utopia. We'll be back.
Guys, keep the pictures coming.
Oh, yeah.
So many people. I love seeing the pictures, and so many people sharing pictures both on their pages and on our community page, and just super happy that everybody's having a great time. So let us know where you are, what you're doing. Good stuff. Yeah.
I see a lot of people saying they're sailing soon. Julie says she doesn't have anything until August. Daniel says the Radiance in 11 days. Keep those pictures coming. We love seeing them in the community group. We love seeing where everybody's going, what everybody's doing. And you know what? While you're at it, head over to the TikTok, head over to the Instagram page. We're getting really close to some milestones on those pages, and we'd really like to see that top off. So we're on Twitter too, but we really don't know how to use that. So hey, you have anything else for tonight?
It's not Twitter anymore. It's X.
Oh, it's X. Whatever. You have
I'm just so happy to see you guys. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back live again next week.
Yeah.
So
until then, see you on the seas.
There's my button.